Some 400,000 American children are in foster care. Drug abuse by a parent was a factor in 34% of cases in 2016, up from 32% the year before. Other children were abandoned, beaten, starved, sexually abused, or trafficked. Having a volunteer guardian ad litem can change their lives.
Dot Binger, she is probably the roughest, toughest advocate you could ever find. We give her the toughest cases. She makes sure the right thing happens. And let me tell you, the judge is going to hear what's in the best interest if Dot Binger is on the case.
She is fearless, she is committed, she is tenacious. There just is not anything that she thinks a child doesn't deserve.
Chief Judge Shostrom of the Second Judicial Circuit in Florida's Big Bend is also the circuit's dependency judge. He's known Binger for years.
She may disagree with the decision that the judge makes. She will not tolerate the judge not understanding what the challenges are and the needs of that child are.
Binger is retired from Tallahassee Community College, where she was the division director for occupational and professional programs. She's been a volunteer guardian ad litem for 29 years, serving nearly 90 children in 47 cases. The single mother of 2 adopted and 2 foster children, she knows what's at stake. Children with a guardian ad litem are twice as likely to get adopted as those without, and they spend less time in foster care.
Safe, permanent home for the child, whether that's back with the parents or not with the parents. And the focus is, and the hope is, that it can be with the parents, but realistically, that's not always the case.
It's not always the case due to substance abuse, mental illness, domestic violence, or poverty. These figure in the great majority of dependency cases and are challenging to overcome. Some children long to be reunited with their parents, others do not. Either way, the advocate must understand why, and then recommend to the judge which is in the child's best interests.
One of the first things is your constant contact with the child, so you really get to know the child. You earn the child's trust so that they talk to you and let you know what's important to them.
That's also true for the parents, Binger says, and children's advocates make better decisions if they know everyone involved as well as possible: siblings, foster family, teachers, daycare workers, and healthcare professionals. Parents may be trying to change their lives and get their kids back, and the guardian ad litem can help.
Make sure the parent doesn't view you as an enemy. You tell them the child is your best interest, but you assume that it's their best interest too. And let them learn to trust you, and you can become a mentor to them, particularly if you're an older guardian ad litem.
If a child wants to reunify with his or her parents, the guardian ad litem volunteer advocates for the services and supports to make it happen, while carefully observing whether the parent can follow through.
And to get a feel for whether it's going to be a permanent change, it's hard to put children back in a home and then things go wrong again, because a second removal is very difficult for children to survive.
Binger travels outside her circuit for cases when necessary and learns whatever she needs to, even new areas of medical thought.
You earn the dependency judge trust by being very reliable. If you come to court all of the time and represent the child and always have something to say about the child or about the situation so that he understands you are staying on top of things. and that he can rely on what you are telling him and recommending to him. And you do it repeatedly, not just one time, but in every court hearing.
Binger says each case is different, from the list of crucial contacts to the issues involved to the fight for hard-to-come-by services that the advocate considers essential. Being a guardian ad litem isn't easy, she tells potential volunteers, and it's not a decision to make lightly.
When you initially volunteer, while you're interviewing or while you're training, be very sure this is something you want to do. Don't start a case and leave the child high and dry to have to go with another volunteer.
Binger still keeps in touch with some of the children she's represented and says, "I always leave the door open."
One definition of legacy is making a difference in the life of a child. And Dot Binger has clearly left an amazing legacy.